ready to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. This is taken at his 4.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
And we got to get to the ball. Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
Check three.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offense. Line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, watch this. Back. Watch twist. Yes.
Second and 6. He'll find Metcalf. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now they try the right side here. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Down. 60 outlaw. 3 bud. Undercrush.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Hey,
Here's Wilson. This one complete to Patton. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Hey, orbit.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
You draw Corker. Look at me. Zipper.
Motion to the backfield.
Snap.
Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it with Johnson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Patton. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 17-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Set. 18, Gator.
50's a month. Me and you all day. All day.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
55.
Hey, zoom.
55, mark, guy, 55. I got it.
Hit it.
Oh, On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson, he's going to take a shot. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were looking for Johnson that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He can't hang. He's not. Check, check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Zip it.
They'll drop the throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The first down pass intended for number 84, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the curl. Hey, let's go. Come on. Let's switch.
Second and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Watch the pass. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Wide, get wide. He's checking. Crash.
Check 99,
They'll try and run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
4th and 2 in the NFL, not ordinarily a running down anymore. Usually that ball is moved through the air. They went ahead and gave it to the back, and he ends up picking up the 1st down. I'm not sure if they fooled him as much as they just did a nice job executing.
Needed 2, and they got 3. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Come to
And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal.
Check 24, check 24. 36, 36.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of it. The rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man left, man left. 3 down, 3 down. Five. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to launch this. They've got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6 as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Time to go, night. Check front. Mike 5-9. I got it. Mike back.
2nd and 5. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Shift. Joker. Check three. Kill.
He'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Glover. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Now a first carry for their fullback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Second and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let him know. Jam.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. It's free.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Let's go. Let's get this.
Ready?
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's see what you got. Hey, 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Hey, 25 to Mike. Get it.
From the gun, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
I'm going back to you. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
Hey!
Mike 50. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike 50.
Snap!
To throw again. Wilson going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
218, chop! Smooth! Bravo! Five!
Again, Wilson. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Johnson, the intended target.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Out, 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 out. Check out. Check 31. Slam. Slams it. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Throwing is Wilson. With a catch made, it's Patton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. Hey, Wahoo.
Now Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Wilson on the keeper. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. Nifty move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, let's go, let's go. Come. You don't want none. Get it. Pick up the ball. Slam. Let's go. My ball. Yo. Switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check the backer.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Deuce. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get it.
They'll set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go now. 91.
It's a party now. You go tight. You got tight. You go.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Let's go. 10 logo. Go.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
And it's third down.
Set. 60 or.
Let's go. Check.
Hey, echo. Now.
Shoot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Safe.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Hey,
Go.
Check 24. Pick the edge.
Get it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And with that, they move ahead by a point here in this third quarter. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a handoff looking right. call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there.
Check 37. Check. Rush in. Rush in. Spawn. Go. No.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. This is taken at the 3. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
The Lions take over this team at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Lions are once again going to retake the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Yeah. Check tight, check tight, check tight. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. Go, go. 26, check 26. Check, 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 check.
2nd and 13. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
59's Mike, 59's Mike, check. Hey. I got check. Check 52. Yo, motion.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Glover. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And now a carry here for the fullback. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Let's go now. Thanks, let's get it. Watch the fly, watch the fly. Yes. Watch the fly, watch the. Check. Lucky. Tighten up. Tighten. Check 13.
He'll drop to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Switch. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Echo.
They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
Hey, I-7. Hey.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Here's Wilson operating from the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
First down, Detroit.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Hey, Charlie. Mike 50. Watch the run.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Hey, dude.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Hey, come on out here. Come get
Go.
Come get some. Come out here.
Put up. Ready.
Now Wilson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
Check 43.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mark 55. Mark 55. Go. Now.
Throwing now is Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Switch it, switch it, switch it, here, switch it.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Know your job. Mike, go.
Wilson going to throw again. He's going to let it fly, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Hey, Delta. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
To throw is Wilson. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the victory here for Seattle. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Seahawks, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.